Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is bringing back basic gray. Every month on the 18th, Bourbon Creek Crafts here on YouTube and Stampin' Cat on Instagram and I do a collaboration where we get out our basic gray papers and we play with them. Basic gray switched to fabric quite a while back, so these are papers we've had in our stash, maybe a bit on the hoarding side. We aren't trying to use them up, we're just trying to have fun. This month I have two sweet little cards here. If you watched Smash Our Stash, you got the story on these flowers and this sentiment, and I just assembled them here on this card. The black is a little bit wow on this. Maybe I should have gone with a gray paper, but I don't know, it pops. And then I do have some spare flowers, which I could put somewhere else or put on this. Maybe I'll put one on this card. No, I think I want it this way. I want it to mail too. I prefer to mail sympathy cards, so I don't like to make them lumpy. And then we have a pet sympathy card here. And I have, the girls are having quite a morning running behind me. I have some video where I made this with you, and I'll pop that in at the end so you can see how I assembled that. I'm overdue making a pet sympathy card, and I also need to do a basic gray card. So I went through my stash and looked and found these two scraps. This one I had cut this piece out of, and this one I like. It has a touch of color in those dots that helps it. And then I wanted to use one of these. My apologies, I can't remember who sent me these, but these are the most brilliant little embellishment for a pet sympathy card. I mean, they're great for a scrapbook or anything, but I know you sent me a couple of them and I love them. I should probably make some, but you know me, I don't have a bunch of hearts. Oh, okay. I do have stitched hearts. I have layered stitched hearts. I'm looking at the wall. So I'm thinking like this. Then I have this sassy little sentiment that says, the more people I meet, the more I like my dog. I think this person might sort of enjoy that inside the sympathy card. And I think this pretty much says it all right here on the front. So let's assemble, cut it down. It won't be too exciting, but you'll see some of my lazy person tricks, right? It is very early in the morning too, so sometimes that may influence my crafting. Plus I have incoming Zelda on one side. It's like speed crafting here now. Can you get it done before the kitten comes in? Okay, there we go. My trick to make it perfectly straight. There we go. Now, I don't know if I want more or less on the top as a border, because I didn't center it. Uh-oh, we're about to have a craft lunch. Here, Missy, you gotta go. You want to say good morning? Say good morning. No. Okay, I think I like it just like that with a slightly wider. And then on the back, you can see I was experimenting, testing a Christmas stamp. Nothing is trash here. It all gets reused. My guess is I was testing something and didn't realize I was testing it on the piece of a basic gray. Okay, we have a cat hair in there. I know, you're shocked. At least Wilson hairs didn't stand out so much. Zelda and Eliza hairs, they show a lot. Sadie wasn't in here. She wasn't, this was dog room and it was not cat safe. And she seldom came in here except when Wilson was locked outside. And now it is just a busy, busy place. Okay, let's, on this we're going to use wet adhesive. On the heart, I'm not. I'm just going to, and I'm even going to leave that bottom just a tiny bit loose because I just don't want it to curl. And you never have that risk with ATG. Okay, Zelda is sitting on the other counter, staring up at the wall. I'm sure no good can come from that. She's a wall climber. Kara was giving me ideas on how to keep Zelda from stealing my dies, and I can put some stuff in front of it, But I watched her and she stands up so tall. And the thing is, when you have young pets, it's the same with dogs. What you want to do is distract them and not let them form the habit of stealing the dies off the magnet wall, right? Especially with puppies. Like, don't let them start chewing on your socks or your walls. That's not funny. And don't let that habit develop. I don't know what to do with Zelda. I try and stop her every day. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put something. You can use your phone if you're not filming with it. If you are, use something else. Now we need a card base, which actually I do have some ready. Hooray! Oops, envelope. And let's stamp on the envelope while I'm thinking about it instead of writing the card and then remembering. I don't know if I'm going to hand deliver this or not. Not sure yet. Okay. The most recent paw print would be there, there, there. You get the idea, right? Dogs walk like that. Cats don't. But when I make cat cards, sometimes I still do it that way because it's weird if it looks like they only have one. Hey, I left a drawer open and she was shopping in it. 1 foot. That's what I was going to say. There we go. Let's put that down. I did a sympathy card for a human this morning. Now for a pet. This was a big, beautiful, I think you would call her brindle. And she was, I think, a pit bull. She was the sweetest thing. I don't know how a pit bull gets that coloring, though, just because I haven't seen it before. But I'm, like, not a dog expert. And just sweet as could be and spoiled. And, you know, sometimes cancer gets them. Before it should. Okay. There we go. That's cute. And I wanted it a little bit girly. I was having trouble because I was looking through my basic gray and it was coming up grungy, a little too grungy. So I think a bit of teal softens that. And then I am going to use this. And I wouldn't put sass in just anybody's sympathy card, you know. But I do think that somebody who just lost their super sweet dog, the more people I meet, the more I like my dog. I mean, that is a fabulous thing for a dog lover. We'll just put that right in there. I sort of imagined it in a scrapbook or a dog journal or something, but I think it works everywhere. And if you're wondering, I think that might have been from, I know Andrea gave it to me. It was in a package with a whole bunch of sentiments, and they weren't all pet related, but I cannot remember who the maker was off the top of my head. I don't think it was Tim. Okay, there we go. That is done. And I'm late. It's been a couple weeks, but you know, a couple weeks doesn't fix everything. But those are my 2 cards for bringing back basic gray this month. Be sure to check out my friends. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing and taking great care of yourselves. Bye-bye.